Direct. I'm Ella Woods, and I could not be more excited to be your host today. This show represents a whole lot of firsts for PC Gamer. It's the first time we've ever brought you a show from the world-famous Tokyo Game Show in Japan. It's also the first time I've ever hosted the PC Gaming Show. And it is the first time a host of the PC Gaming Show has been paid $3 million. All right, worth a shot. Over the next hour, we'll be spotlighting some of the most exciting games coming to PC. We've got a lot lined up for you. World premieres, new trailers, and a lot of fun surprises. We'll be taking you right out onto the streets of Tokyo, as well as directly onto the TGS show floor. And I'll be broadcasting our show from right here in our web encoding-enabled broadcast vehicle and audiovisual nexus. Truth be told, it's just a van with a bunch of computers in it. It's the same sort of budget constraints that mean I'm only getting paid $4 million. And I think I parked it on a crosswalk. Luckily, I'm not the only one from PC Gamer at the show. While I move the van, let's go to our own Midas Whittaker, who was hitting the streets of Tokyo earlier today.
Hi, El, and hello, PC Gaming Show Tokyo Direct. Today, I'll be your eyes and ears on a tour of Tokyo. And where better to bring you our very first world premiere of the show than here in Akihabara, the beating electric heart of Japan's anime, manga, and video game culture. You might be wondering, is Midas just using this opportunity to load up on a lifetime of premium otaku merch? And to that I say, how dare you? I'm a professional here to do a job, and oh my God, look at that Sephiroth statue. I need to buy 4 immediately. Now I've got about 100,000 yen that's got a date with some gacha machines. But first, let's get this PC Gaming Show started right. Take a look at our first world premiere.
I live again. They're all dead, they just don't know it yet.
Hello, I am Alex Horn, and weirdly, I'm in an upcoming adventure game alongside some of Britain's finest comedy talents. Check it out, please.
Balak,
Yes, my beloved father.
I need to pass on the Grand Shepherdship before I die.
I'm honored.
Not to you, pathetic lizard tongue.
It's finally mine!
Run for your life!
Uh-oh. I'm going to have to do the whole bloody thing myself now, aren't I?
I hereby claim your civilization for the Terranoid Empire.
I like how it smells of paint and sick.
I would be the one blessed with your arrival.
Surprisingly tight grip for a dead hippie.
You grimy little toad!
It's only invasive if you say things out loud in its presence.
Follow me to the cockpit. Quickly, before I die!
Fun fact, the Minotaur has a man's body and a bull's head because its mum was a human and its dad was a bull. You know what? That fact isn't much fun at all. Minos is coming to us from one of my favorite publishers, the Twisted Minds over at Devolver Digital. Phew. Take it from me, September in Japan can be pretty hot. But if you're looking to cool off, I've got just the thing for you. Get ready for the new Moomin adventure from Hyper Games and bundle up, because it's damn right chilly in there.
Thanks, Midas, and hello, PC Gaming Show. I'm Wes. I'm here on the show floor at TGS, and wouldn't you know it, look what I just found. It's RA from Hyper Games.
Welcome to the coziest corner of Tokyo Game Show.
All right, it's the first thing of the day, and I'm already ready to take a nap, but I'm happy to be here. Tell me a little about the games.
This is Moomin Troll Winter's Warmth. It's the sequel to Snufkin that we did last year, and we're here to have people play it, and also we have a brand new trailer that's coming up right now. You can find the game on Steam and wishlist it if you like it.
Gathering close, we'll start with a story of magic and greatness, love and glory. I know that you're eager to learn and to grow, but before we start, there are things you must know.
Okay, I'm listening.
Here we go! For starters, you'll need to master defense. That umbrella you have, that makes the most sense. I'll give it some power, enough to be strong, but you must time it right, because it won't hold for long. Use it wisely, time each attack. You should just have enough to keep them all back. Here they come! That was a great start. You're learning defense, but there are situations far more intense. I will show you a trick, but use it with care. It only works once and takes time to repair. The next time you find yourself trapped or surrounded, you won't be helpless, so don't be confounded. If they overcome you attacking en masse, take them all out with one big final blast. Your father and I once saved a whole village. A dragon had come there to burn it and pillage. We fought as we searched for a way to defeat it, and this little trick was the way that we beat it. We saw that the dragon really loved music. Its attacks were in time, and we knew we could use it. The fire he shot was a musical rhythm. It could be defeated if you counted with him. Ha ha ha! Remarkable, Billy! You did it! You really did it!
I am definitely ready to bust my way through Billy Bust Up. It's like platforming your way through your favorite childhood movie. Ugh, I love it. While I was reparking the van, I may have gotten caught up in an underground street race. I've never actually drifted, but how hard could it be? Let's check back in with Midas while I take the wheel.
I'm really happy to be on the street and not in that van. Especially because I get to show you the remake of this PlayStation 3 classic we've all been waiting for. Take a look at the latest from our friends at Sega.
龍が如くスタジオの代表の横山正義と申します。これまでの極みシリーズとの最大の違いは、普通だったらミニゲームとか、追加ストーリーつって追加してた部分をそもそも龍が如く3外伝ダークタイズって形で一本の別のゲームとして切り出して全く別の主人公で違う視点から一つの物語を見れるっていう、まあ、ゲームにしたことなんですね。なので、これまでの極みシリーズはあくまでもフルリメイク作品っていう形でやってましたけど、今回はもう新しいゲームをもう一本作って違う、まあ主人公と敵対する人間をもう一人の主人公として描いているので、まあどっちが正義と悪っていうのはユーザーによって感覚は違うと思うんですけれど、メインストーリー上戦うべき相手視点でもう一つの物語を楽しめるというのが今回の最大の特徴になっています。我々にとって PC ゲーマーっていうのは、僕の記憶が正しければ多分龍が如くゼロの時11年前ぐらいに初めて PC 市場に僕らは龍が如くを出していって、それまではプレイステーションでのみゲームをリリースしていたんですね。しかも日本人向けというか日本語しか対応してないっていう。言葉をローカライズしてで世界中のゲームユーザーに遊んでもらえる環境っていうのを、整えてからもうその PC 市場で大きく受け入れられることで今これだけスタジオがやっと大きくなってグローバル化が進んできたっていうのがあるので、龍が如くスタジオにとってはものすごく龍が如くってタイトルにとっても PC ゲーマーの存在っていうのは大きいですし、彼らがあってこその今なのかなと。でこれからも多分大きくそっちに、一緒に楽しいことをやっていけたらなと思ってますけど、そもそも多分16年前のオリジナル版って一つのスタイル、まあ多分主人公の桐生一馬はいわゆる自分の喧嘩に基づいたバトルアクションをやっていたと思うんですけれど、まあそれから時を重ねるにつれ龍が如くシリーズもいろんなバトルアクションの改良を行ってきて、まあ、今作はそのバトルアクションのある意味最新版が入っていると。で具体的に言うとこれちょっとまあ沖縄っていうまあ龍が如く3に出てくる舞台、日本の街ですね。沖縄って、まあ、琉球王国って昔言われていて、まあ、ちょっとその独自の文化とかを持っている、まあ、独特な土地柄で琉球スタイルみたいな感じのバトルアクション、まあ簡単に言うと琉球武器というか沖縄っぽい言われていて、武器やヌンチャクとかそういうものを駆使したバトルアクションみたいなものが楽しめるっていうモードが新しく入っているので、大幅にバトルアクションはまあ新しくなってるって言った方がいいでしょうね。変わってるというよりはもう沖縄っぽい一新されてます。武器や龍が如く極み3、そういうものを駆使したバトルアクションみたいなものが楽しめるっていうモードが新しく入っているので、大幅にバトルアクションはまあ新しくなってるって言った方がいいでしょうね。変わってるというよりはもう一新されてます。龍が如く極み3、龍が如く3外伝ダークタイズ、9月24日からもう予約開始しております。これまで実は龍が如くのまあ昔の作品ってあまり PC のユーザーの方ってやってなかったりすると思うので、かなり龍が如くの知識がなくても龍が如く3のストーリーっていうのはとっつきやすい入りやすいストーリーになっているので、ぜひこのタイミングで龍が如くシリーズを始めてもらってもいいですし、シリーズファンの方々にはかなり生まれ変わった新しい、ゲームの体験がお約束できると思いますので、ぜひ予約して遊んでみてください。よろしくお願いします。
I've attempted some tough segues in my career, but nothing quite like going from brawling gangsters to a small dog on a bicycle delivering the mail. But I think our next trailer will get your stamp of approval. Get it? Stamp. Mail. Those high-level puns are why they are paying me $8 million to host this show.
Breaking news from Info Blast. A kaiju attack has left employers bereft of 42 staff today. Great news for those who bet on the 40 to 50 casualties bracket.
Ka-ching.
A local cleanup crew is on site, and with the usual lasers and claws of their trade, they'll rip and tear the beast apart until the job is done. However, we journalists must ask the important questions. Should we trust independent cleanup crews to handle these disasters? Is it safe? Can we rely on them? Are they even human beings? And would we not feel safer with a more trusted corporation, such as the one that so generously funds this broadcast? Stay tuned to Info Blast, scientifically proven to contain the most truth per word of any news. Sponsored by video games. Wishlist this one immediately. Clarence, I don't know what...
It looks like we'll be mopping up some truly monstrous messes in Kaiju Cleanup. The beasts, let's check in with Midas and see whether he's spotted any kaiju of his own whilst he's roaming the streets of Tokyo.
Listen, I know we have our fun, but it's important to remember that Japan isn't some fantasy land. Giant monsters aren't real, and they can't hurt you. All the neon here in Shinjuku might feel like magic, but it's like any other city. Tokyo is a place where people live, socialize, work, and Okay, let's put a pause on the giant lizard. Why don't we take a look at something nice and normal, like a Studio 51 and Swery team up? We couldn't have one of those wholesome games here? Oh well, let's chat to our friends making psychedelic roguelike Hotel Barcelona.
Rated M for mature. 今回、アクションゲームを作ろうっていうふうになった時に一番最初の自分のキャリアに立ち戻ったんですね。でこのキャリア自体を僕やっぱアクションゲームしかもアーケードゲームから始めているので当時みんながゲームセンターでコインを連続で入れるのに熱狂したような繰り返し何度も遊びたくなるようなアクションゲームっていうのを目指しました。でさらにそのトンバ2っていう、お話も出ましたけど僕がコンシューマーゲームを学んだのは、トンバ2の開発者でありもともと魔界村を作られた藤原徳郎さんという方の下だったんですよ。で魔界村の難しさって皆さんすごく分かってると思うんだけどハードコアな魂っていうのがホテルバルセロナにおそらく引き継がれてると思います。ホテルバルセロナが、数多くあるローグライクゲームの中でどういう個性を持っていこうかどういう個性で際立たせようかって考えた時に一番最初に決めたのはバトルにすること。このゲームはバトルゲームであって探索ゲームではないという部分を一番最初に決めました。でその次に繰り返し遊ばせるローグライクにする際に、よくあるですね死ぬたびに素材とかアイテムとかを持って帰って次に自分を強化するっていう部分だけじゃなくて自分が遊んだ時間このホテルバルセロナがプレイした時間そのものを次の周回に持ち越していくという時間の概念を入れようというふうに考えて差別化を図ってます。
スレさんとホテルバルセロナ、今回一緒にご一緒させてもらって、企画の立ち上げから一緒にやってるんですけどもやっぱりいろんな思い出があってまずは僕らのイベントで企画の告知が出来上がってタイトルが出来上がってホテルバルセロナというタイトルが出来上がってじゃあ内容を詰めましょうって言った時にたまたまリブートというイベントがあったんですね。でそれでカナダのバンフというところに行ったんですけどもそれが実はこの T シャツ2人で泊まったホテルなんですけどもでこの時に結構セリさんと2人で企画のアイデアを出し合ってで企画が固まった時点で実はその場でデボルバーにプレゼンして今セリと2人でこの企画があるんだけどデボルバーにどう一緒にやるけどデボルバー予算出さないっていうもうピッチから始まったんですね。結局デボルバーはなかなかピッチ OK してくれなかったんですけど今回素晴らしいカルトゲームがパブリッシュになってくれましたけどもそんな困難もあってその時の思い出みたいなものもありますしそこからセリさんが実はホテルバルセロナホワイトホールで開発をしますというふうに言ってもらっておおマジっすかっていうところからそうですねどんどん作っていってもらってで途中過程も一回僕見せてもらって本当ゴリゴリのアクションゲーム作ってるんだなっていうので本当僕は簡単なフィードバックぐらいしかしてないんですけどもすごい硬派なアクションゲームに仕上がって驚きましたし、このゲームを完成まで導いてくれたセイリさんにもう感謝もありますしすごく尊敬してます。
であとお気に入りの武器ですけど、一番最初に持ってるスカルペルと杖という武器の進化系の中に、バットと包丁を持つ武器があるんですよ。名前が確かスマッシュ&マッシュラッシュ&スマッシュなんかわかんないそんな名前だったと思うんだけどバットと包丁は僕の好きな映画の「シャイニング」の奥さんがジャックを攻撃する時に使った武器です。
ホテルバルセロナもう発売してます。
プラットフォームは Steam、プレイステーション5、Xbox シリーズです。
ぜひすぐにプレイしてオンラインに参加してください。
チェックイン&デストロイ。Hello, PC Gaming Show. I'm Swery, the director of Hotel Barcelona. It's finally out. I hope you enjoy the behind the scenes of Hotel Barcelona.
Thank you, Swery. I'm going to get in line and play right now. So back to you, El.
Check in and destroy.
Don't forget, you can add all of the games you're seeing today to your Steam wishlist. Just head over to pcgamer.com/wishlist. Someday, humankind will set foot on Mars. And on that day, I'll say, hard pass. I am not going to Mars. Going to Mars either means getting killed by aliens or eaten by monsters, or, even worse, spending 2 hours watching Matt Damon grow potatoes. There is one great way to visit the Red Planet, though, and it's our next game where rebellious workers are rising up against their corporate overlords. Which side will you choose? Doesn't Clawpunk look incredible? Almost as incredible as all those TGS cosplayers. I was hoping to walk the floor in my homemade Cloud Strife cosplay, but apparently the broadcast van full of extremely expensive equipment isn't big enough to fit one measly full-scale Buster Sword. It's fine. I'm fine. We're not just all about upcoming games here at the PC Gaming Show. Here's an update on a game you've already got. The mad scientists over at Tripwire Interactive would like to give you a peek at what's new with the guns and gameplay of FPS Splatterfest Killing Floor 3, including one big change based on community feedback.
Hey everyone, Brian Wanya, Creative Director of Killing Floor 3, and I'm excited to share a look at our first batch of new content, the Rearmament Update. Included in Rearmament are 3 new guns as well as new mods. From various weapon magazines, to new sights, and even barrel attachments. These real-world weapons provide players with powerful new ways to shred Zeds and rip enemies apart. We've also reworked the perk system, giving players the freedom to take on Horzine as their favorite specialist, utilizing their favorite perk. Additionally, Rearmament includes a large series of balance changes, performance improvements, and quality of life updates.
check in with Wes Fenlon for his latest report from the Tokyo Game Show.
I'm here with Densha Attack, which I'm pretty sure has more trains doing flips than any other game here at TGS this year.
Densha Attack is a new upcoming game which could be described as Tony Hawk but with Japanese trains.
Tell me, how the heck did this game come about?
Actually, the story is like, I was like on a phone call, I was playing with the train model because I love trains. In the office as if it were a finger skate, you know, and it was like, oh, this is fun. Like what if trains could flip, you know, could green, could do like any other skateboard trick.
So you're telling me that you did not come up with a train doing kickflips game just so you could come to Tokyo Game Show in a country where people tend to like their trains? That wasn't the goal?
That would be a great excuse because I love coming here, but no, it wasn't actually like that. It's been amazing so far. Like it gains a lot of traction. Like people are, it sparks a lot of curiosity, right? And it seems like it went a little bit viral on Twitter when it was first announced. So a lot of people are coming that they already knew the game, and it's like, oh, I want to try the demo. So that's a first for us.
A lot of Japanese players too?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The game's coming out in spring next year, PC and consoles. And yeah, that's it.
Nice. Are you planning to do a Steam Next Fest before the game's out?
We're aiming to do so that players can get hands on the game and try it before they decide to buy it.
Densha Attack!
Brutals don't just cause pain to those who fall in battle. The ones left behind, they're the reason we fight to survive. The children you meet at the camp, the merchants on the road. Everyone you'll meet carries a story of their own. Some have lost everything to the Brutals. Others live each day in tears for their families, consumed by the void. Listen to their stories. Help them find what they need. Because you were the first guardian. Where the light lingers. Under Tible's blessing. I'll be waiting for you there.
As an international gaming news broadcaster, having the ability to bring my Steam library everywhere I go is more than just convenience. It's a necessity. And if you fill out our survey, you too could enjoy all the freedoms of gaming on the go with a brand new Steam Deck. Simply head over to pcgamer.com/survey to win. Next up, we've got something special from the publisher of games like the Exit 8, Genosha, and the Momodora series. They're one of Japan's oldest indie game publishers, and today they're giving us a look at 3 exciting new games heading our way. Here's what's coming up from Playism.
So Diver, do what you do best. Help Lena remember.
The term cult classic gets thrown around a lot, but here's a new game that's already got cult status. Because it's about building the perfect doomsday cult. But, and I speak from experience when I say this, building a cult following is just the beginning. Don't miss this wild world premiere from Wolfhouse Games.
You know, intelligent human beings should realize that everything has their season. Planet Earth is about to be recycled. Your only chance to survive is to join us.
Welcome to the end, hero. When would you like to begin? What fate awaits your past? And what future will you uncover? Prepare to remake history.
Finally, someone is using time travel the right way to make a game filled with dinosaurs, giant robots, kitsune, and a veterinarian from the year 12 million BC. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the threads of time. In fact, I could use a breather. Luckily, even in the bullet train bustle of bright, shiny Tokyo, there's still places to slow down. Feels better already, right? We're going to need it, because next up is a big one. Here's an extended look at what's new in Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 4.
Today the enemy shall know fear. Capturing power source.
The orcs attack! Kill them all!
Here we go! Roar! Tech Priest leader sighted.
In the Omnissiah's name! Unleash the fury of the machine! Purge them to the last!
Vehicle engaging! We shall know no fear.
All shall die.
Withdraw!
Fall back!
Do not submit to defeat. Fight to the last.
Run them through! Eradicating!
Lock shields! For the Emperor!
I mean, the first big decision, of course, was what are we aiming for, right? Do we try to do a Dawn of War 1 or a Dawn of War 2, or a mix of the both? Because, you know, we like both of them, but in the end we said, no, let's really go with Dawn of War 1. That's our guiding star.
There were three major things that we were looking to preserve building Dawn of War 4. First off, we wanted to double down and push forward on sync kills. So not only just having synchronized animations between units killing each other, but also synchronized melee combat through our combat director system.
We talked to a lot of people, you know, what do you remember from Dawn of War 1, or what, you know, made Dawn of War 1 for you? And everybody was excited about sync kills, right? Because that was just something that everybody remembered. And so we said, okay, we definitely want sync kills in the game, but could we maybe even make it, you know, more spectacular, or something that, you know, 20 years later is super cool. And so we came up with a new system. I think when you do like a new version or reinterpretation of a classic game, the challenge is always that you're not trying to recreate the old game, but you try to recreate the feeling that people had when they played the old game, right? So what you basically want to do is you look at the old game, you ask yourself, okay, how did this work and how did this make us feel, and how can we do this 20 years later?
We also wanted to bring back base building as well as large-scale armies and engagements.
There are so many cool factions and so many cool stories you could choose from. And we basically ended up picking the factions we picked because we felt if we do like a new version or like an evolution of Dawn of War 1, you need the Blood Ravens and you need the Orcs. That is just a given.
We worked closely together with Games Workshop to make sure that we got the feel and the look of all factions right. We knew right from the jump that we wanted to make a game that felt true to the universe and to the factions.
We thought about adding the Necrons because we felt that, Necrons were kind of promised for Dawn of War 3 and never came. So it felt like a nice touch to finally give them to the players. There may be a faction that, never had a big role in a Dawn of War game. And there are not that many. Adeptus Mechanicus is definitely like a big and important faction in the 40k universe, and they were never part of the Dawn of War, and so we felt that's a good opportunity to have something new for everyone.
A couple of things that we knew we wanted to bring back were things such as unit upgrades and so on, such as assault intercessors that you just saw with jump packs, as well as hero units. Not making them too powerful, but definitely still significant for a player's army. We also wanted to bring back 4 different factions, essentially, each with their own gameplay mechanics.
We somehow have to get this stuff back in the game, but make it like a new version or our version. And then there might be some things, that maybe are not IP conform anymore or that feel, out of place 20 years later. And those are the things we said, okay, let's not keep them because it's more about, having a great game today and not recreating a game that was great 20 years ago.
I wondered if it was a dream. How deserts loomed where skies should gleam. Until I broke free from gravity. Only to fall into a new world. Beyond my understanding. The Aeneid gods I once revered. And the solar barge crossing Nile and sky are no longer just myths. Because the mask calls. Gods echo in my soul. I rise and take the sky, facing the fireflies from the Buvat. I bend gravity. I command the dead with loyalty beyond. In the name of divinity, I will remake my legend.
If I could possess people like you can in Soul Mask, I'd head straight to the nearest bank, possess the bank manager, and use his body to open the bank a few minutes early. Then I'd jump back into my own body and get all my banking done without having to wait in line. The perfect bank job. Now, while we're here at the Tokyo Game Show, we've got our eye out for some true gaming celebrities. And we sure found one. Earlier today, Wes Fenlon visited the show floor and got a chance to chat with none other than industry legend Shuhei Yoshida.
This was Fera, a city of wonder and invention. Here, humans shaped us in their image, gave us life. We inherited their brilliance and their flaws. My kin are no longer what they were, twisted by grief and corrupted by hate. They will meet you with hostility. Beware, Rosa. The echoes of war still hum beneath. And a buried thread stirs once more.
Playing Reach is like becoming a movie action hero. I became Nathan Drake, so much excitement and fast movement. I really enjoyed, playing using the bow and arrow and the combat with multiple enemies and multiple tools I can use, even with different kinds of arrows. And I can be very strategic, and I can sneak, into the area and, do the thing that surprise enemies as well. So the combat is really fun. The, freedom of movement and freedom of action in 3D environment has always been a challenging thing to do in VR games because of comfortability of people playing the game in VR. However, Reach has reached to the level that any game players would be able to experience this freedom of movement and freedom of action in 3D, VR 3D environment. And it's amazing.
This line of work isn't as easy as it looks. Beaming some of the finest previews for upcoming PC games your way is already a very heavy burden. And I've managed to park our broadcast van next to an izakaya with what might be the best smelling skewers on the planet. Every sauce-smeared patron I watch leave those doors is a unique and painful torment. I'll endure this dark journey of the soul, which is more than I can say for the adventurers in Outward 2, whose journeys are full of more literal perils. Let's take a look.
To create Outward, we asked ourselves, what would it be like to live the life of a common adventurer? How does it play out when ordinary people must achieve extraordinary things? To us, immersion is much more compelling than empowerment. We let intensity be defined by the calm that came before. A time to ponder. What does it take to vanquish what is bigger and meaner than you? It's going to take everything you got.
Home renovation in House Flipper 2 is giving me ideas for a full van makeover. I could knock through the windshield and add a guest room on the hood. I could put a spiral staircase here up to a rooftop pool. And if I remove the engine and wheels, I'll have enough room for a sunken living room. It is going to be the perfect van. As long as I don't need to, drive it. Here's a question for you. If you had to choose, would you rather be the overseer of a utopian society, the star of a musical, or a magical warrior? Well, here's the great part. You don't have to choose. You can be all three in these 3 games Annapurna Interactive revealed in their showcase at the Tokyo Game Show. Our roving reporter, Wes Fenlon, is on the floor at the Tokyo Game Show and got the chance to talk to the Annapurna team.
Hey, we're Yarn Owl, and we're working on Demi and the Fragmented Dream, and I'm Christopher Hoffman, the lead developer.
And I'm Fabian, the lead artist, and we're really trying to make players who grew up with the GameCube era of Okamis and Zeldas, as well as the PS2 era of Prince of Persia and Jak and Daxter, and just writing a love letter pretty much to them for this game.
It feels awesome to be here. We're super overwhelmed by all the exhibits, and it feels really awesome to be a part of it.
Hi, I'm Jason Wishnow, and I'm showing off People of Note here at the Annapurna Interactive booth. It is a turn-based RPG musical, so if you ever felt like the characters in Final Fantasy should really sing and dance a lot more, we've got the game for you. We're so excited to be here at Tokyo Game Show. It's surreal to kind of see the come-up of musicals from the recent K-pop Demon Hunters and everything else. Working on this for so long and coming out now and revealing it now, it's incredible.
丸光ゲームズのひろこです。今回の私たちが開発しているリートピアの見どころは、楽園と呼ばれるような場所が舞台となっているゲームなんですけれども、そこで出会う人々の本当の幸せとは何かっていうのを物語を通して感じるところかなと思っています。
そうですね、やはりここまで結構長い期間かけて開発できて、ようやっと僕らの作っているゲームがみんなの人々に見てもらうことができることが本当に嬉しいです。このゲームは心温まるゲームだと思っているので、ぜひプレイしてみんなの気持ちが温まってもらえると嬉しいです。
Child of the future. Forget the lies she filled your mind with. Slaughter your enemies and prove your worth to me.
So that was the latest trailer for Morbid Metal. I'm lucky enough to be here on the show floor with Felix, the game director at Screen Juice. Tell me, Felix, how's it going today? I noticed a common theme in that trailer was dying. Are people making it out of the demo here in the booth?
Yeah, it is definitely tough out here. I mean, it's a roguelike. We want you to die. It is what it is. But yeah, people seem to really have fun. It's also really awesome to see all these people coming to the booth and just having such a blast with Morbid Metal. I kind of cannot believe that I'm standing here, to be honest. I mean, I started this whole thing in my bedroom like a couple of years ago, and I'm kind of like feeling like a little boy holding this prop right here, and it's a dream come true. So I want to take this opportunity to also announce something really cool.
Let's do it.
So we are opening playtest submission on Steam, so you can register right now and make sure you don't miss it. We're going to have a playtest later this year with some really cool unreleased features that we want to test with you guys and see what you think about it. So make sure you register right now and wishlist on Steam.
Wow, that is some truly intense, combo-driven, bot-swapping combat in action roguelite Morbid Metal. And speaking of heavy metal, did you know our broadcast van is built from some of the spare parts of some iconic talking vehicles? The CPU of Kit from Knight Rider, the front bumper of Lightning McQueen from Cars, the spark plugs of Optimus Prime. I know. You're wondering what a vehicle with all those different personalities would sound like when it talks, right? Me too. Oh, I really wonder. Well, let's go check in on Midas.
I'm here at Asakusa, a district stitching together ages of Tokyo's history. Here, you can start walking, stroll through the Edo-era vibes of Nakamase shopping stalls, and finish your jaunt at the centuries-old Sensoji, Tokyo's oldest Buddhist temple, first built almost 1,400 years ago. Here, you'll find a towering 5-story pagoda, Neo statues, and crucially, fortune slips. If you excuse me, I'm going to see if I can turn my luck around. But something tells me there are more games in your future. Back to you, El.
Did you know that the world's largest spider has a body over 5 inches long, has a leg span of 1 foot, and can eat birds and snakes? Well, the monsters in our next game have a nickname for that spider. They call it Pee-wee. Just a warning, if you don't like the idea of a game with a whole bunch of enormous, terrifying spiders, you might want to cover your eyes with both hands. And cover your ears with somebody else's hands, at least for the next 45 seconds.
From the outer regions. Our scouts have returned. There are developments, my liege.
So, the rumors were true.
This land is ready for a new beginning. What shall we do?
Sow these lands before anyone else. Reap the fruit of new generations and will last forever.
But our first duty is to protect the people. Instead of taking lands, we should build more on us.
Are ye foxes or are ye chickens? Did you forget we're not alone in this land? What if some other bloke takes it before we do? Strike 'em first and it'll hurt twice as much. We raise our standards and we build a bleeding empire.
We must strive for peace.
Our focus is growth.
Our objective is war!
Silence! This is no time for haste. The path we choose shall forge this kingdom's destiny.
would you call a roguelike beat-em-up? A beat-alike? A rogue-em-up? Well, whatever it's called, Absolem looks awesome. Now, we are speeding towards the end of our show, but buckle up for our big finale. I mean it. Buckle up. I don't care if you're not in a van. Go and find the nearest buckle and then up it. We have got 2 huge world premieres and we are not hitting the brakes until you've seen them.
リカバリーセンターの時から同世代なら普通にあるし、シンジの方がいいけど。シンジ！純子！ビデオの方が無難かな。まただ、あの変なかゆみ。薬飲まなきゃ。この建物の人じゃないよね。誰？じゃあもう行くよ。じゃあね。
That was Don't Lie, and I won't lie to you, it's been an incredible show. We had Tanuki Mailmen and Warhammer Space Marines. We saw Doomsday Cults and spoke with TGS developers. I got scared by a pretend lizard. That's a successful trip in my books. From the streets of Shibuya, this is Maeda signing off. Remember, don't tip your waitress. They don't like that hair. It makes everyone feel uncomfortable. See you in the next show. Elle, back to you.
That is a wrap on our first ever PC gaming show, Tokyo Direct. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed getting paid $21 million to host it. And we'll see you again sooner than you think for the PC gaming show Most Wanted in December. Thanks for watching.